got new bearings over there. We're going to put new bearings in these Hyundai Sonata 2002 spindles, or 2002 Hyundai Sonata spindles. Was the first thing we got to do. All right, what we've decided to do here is take the ball joint off because it's so easy to do it. Using our impact wrench. Pull that off of there. We're assembling our spanner around that thing so we can put it in the press. Now you have to put it in the press the right way so you don't, if you put it in there with those bolts spreading across that gap over there, you'll bend the bolts. You got to put it in there so that this part of it is taking the pressure of your press, not the bolts. And I'll show you what that means in a minute. Now that we got our spanner put together, we're going to pick that up and put it in the press. Where these are laying, not, yeah, there you go. Where we want the end pieces of the spanner laying across there so that they're going to catch the weight of the press. Yeah, that's where it's going to go. He's going to be getting against that with his press. All right. And you got to line it up just like it ought to be. Is your press tight enough to where it's pumping? Sure. It's got to go a ways before it comes out. He's moving it out of there. It's popping. It's going to pop and make all kind of crazy noises. We shall not surely die. All right. And underneath there, we're bringing that out. And he presses it on out of there. I said it wasn't going to come out all that fast, but it kind of did. So you can see the race, one of the races came with it. That's unavoidable. That's one of the races. You got to get that race off of it. Now you can also look right there and see if you had any. What's gone with these? They've gone dry. That's one of the reasons they were noisy. See what I mean? They kind of noisy. All right. Now we got to pull it out, and we got to take the snap ring right there. That's kind of difficult to see because of all the crud. We're going to get it out of there. All right, we're going to take our blower. We're going to blow that thread out of there so we can see the snap ring better. Blow it out of there. Oh, blow it. All right, there's our snap ring right there. We got to take that snap. We got to go into these little hook parts of it. Get a bigger screwdriver, Lawrence. Oh, Johnny's going to do it with his fingers. Look at there. He made it happen. All right, now then, what we're faced with, we can't use this the way that it is now. We're going to have to turn this over and press the bearing out from the other direction, but we got to press against this outside part of it. All right, so let's take our spanner off, and we got to figure out a way to make that happen. Spanner, got a little spanner. Let's see what you can do. Will it bite it? I think it will. Won't it? Huh? Yeah. Snug it up in there. We're going to put that other spanner in there. You got to get that off. We're going to put it in here, and we're going to use that as a place to press on to get that bearing out of its place. And that bearing's got to come out of there. We're going to do a little more press work here. All right, now hey Johnny, you need to turn these the other way now because you're going to bend these bolts if you don't.
Well, I was pressing right here.
I know, but these right here these bolts won't take the pressure. You need to turn that so that you're pressing with this here carrying the pressure.
You need to put these
Just turn that sideways. That's all you got to do.
Okay.
I've actually made that mistake in my younger days when I was not too smart, and I've actually destroyed the bolts. I mean, it'll bend those suckers. They can't take it. They're not made for that. Flip that socket over. There you go. Well, we got pretty much the same deal we got. Okay, guys, you're not learning anything over there. You need to go do your written work if you're going to stand around your hands in your pockets. All right. All right, we're going to press that out of there.
That's a little bit socket, man. You're going to break stuff.
No, it'll handle it.
You're going to break stuff.
always break that. Now, Lawrence, whenever that thing starts to move, you're going to be ready to catch it again.
All right.
Got some power on it. That's why we're all wearing safety glasses, isn't it, guys? Yeah. Because if a piece of that comes out of there, it comes out there like a bullet. And I've actually had a piece of something jump off and hit me in the shoulder and go in my shoulder like a bullet. Actually going under the skin. Because when you're pressing something with a press, you got 20 tons of pressure, things can explode. Now, Johnny, do you think you'd have been able to get that off of the hill bar?
No.
Not after it popped like that, huh?
No.
All right.
Hey, I got another one.
Catch it. There it is. That's it. He threw it on for you. All right, we got that. Now that we've got this like that, we don't need that anymore for a little while. All right? Pretty much done with that. What we got here is we got an issue with the fact that this is all curved and odd shaped and everything. It was easy for them to put together, but finding a flat place for this to set while you press it back out of there is a sunny boy. And it's probably going to pop and cause all kinds of loud noises and everything. So we got to come up with some way to make that work, don't we? Yep. Who can give me an idea about that? Got any ideas? We got to get. We know this has got to come out, and we know we're going to have to put tons of pressure on it to move it. It won't come out this way because there's a lip there. See, you can't come out that way with it. It's got to go the other way. There's no two ways about it. Putting it back together is fairly easy. Taking it apart now.
No, it goes out this way.
Huh?
It goes out straight down.
It can't go out that straight down, Johnny, because you got a lip. This is bigger than that. See that part ain't not even visible. This is a sort of a cup. See, it's going against the lip. You can't push it out this way. It won't go.
I noticed the same way on this side too, though.
No, we took a snap ring out.
If I took a snap ring.
It's got to go out that way. The snap ring came off of here.
Never mind.
What are we going to do about that? All right, that's what we did. We stood those up, those little pieces of metal that come with the press, whatever you want to call them. That's not on there very good, so we don't jump off and pop one of us upside the head or something. We're going to start moving it. We all got our safety glasses on just in case a piece of metal jumps off there and hits us in the eye and just takes us right on out. All right, Johnny's moving that, and it is starting to move. It is starting to move, isn't it? It's pressing that bearing right on out of there. Pressing it on out. All right, we're going to keep working our press till we get that bearing as far as we can move it. We don't care about the balls. Talk about that. If we take that and press on the outside and press on this, we can push that bearing right in there with the old bearing, and it really helps us. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to use this press over here instead of that other one. And we got a good flat surface on the other side to press against, so we don't have to worry about propping everything up and all that. But we do make sure we need to. All right, we're starting to make contact here. Got to make sure everything's nice and flat and level. And we're going in with our new bearing. New bearings are going in. Presses have got lots of strength. We are going on in. We're going to get it seated against that shoulder on the other side. It will stop, and you'll feel it stop. We're using this 20. We ought to be able to get our snap ring in there now. That way we got a good. We're in there, aren't we?
Yes.
Are we in there all the way?
Yes.
We're against the boss. We're against the boss. We're against the boss. Here we go. All right. Looks really good. That'll work good. I guarantee you. Let's see. We're going to put that. We're going to put that on there, but we're going to press on this center, and that way we're not going to have any danger of the bearing coming apart. We're going to push on the center. We've got to find something that'll push evenly on the center. That's not going to do it. I think you're going to bend that seal with that, or.
I mean, it's all on metal.
Okay, well, don't let it move to the side and damage that seal. That's important. Put something else on top of it. All right, we're gonna start moving it down. We'd like to have it right in the center if we could. Matter of fact, we probably ought to, because if we don't, it's liable to bump off of there.
I'll move it a little bit.
All right. All right, come on down with it. We'll have that one back together in a minute. Okay, that one's got a new bearing and it's ready to put back on there. Snap ring, turns through real pretty. They're in good shape. Now we have another one. There we go. This one over here has yet to be touched, and it's got old